صلى الله عليك يا سيدي ويا مولاي يا رسول الله. صلى الله عليك وعلى آل بيتك الطيبين الطاهرين، لعن الله ظالميهم من الأولين والآخرين. صلى الله عليك يا سيدي ويا مولاي وابن مولاي يا أبا عبد الله. صلى الله عليك وعلى المستشهدين بين يديك. يا ليتنا ثم يا ليتنا كنا معكم سادتي، فنفوز والله فوزا عظيما. قال الله العظيم في محكم كتابه الكريم: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. الذين يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه، أولئك الذين هداهم الله وأولئك هم أولو الألباب. آمنا بالله، صدق الله العلي العظيم. أطر مجلسكم بذكر محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
One of the crucial time of any man, boy or girl, is their puberty, which the hormones are off the chart. They are transferring from childhood to manhood. There is one foot on one side, the other on the other side. Very challenging time for their parents as well. They don't know what to and how to deal with them. To deal with them as still children or a man, as something in between. Ahl Bayt salawatullahi wa salamu alayhim ajma'een, they showed us the way. They told us what to do, how to do it. When it's childhood, we see that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, how he deals and how he is gentle with children. When even Rasulullah was praying and he takes a longer than usual time while doing sujood, the people ask him what happened, and he would say that nothing, just my son Hassan, he claimed on my back while I was doing sujood, so I didn't want to disturb him. Just with his son? No. There's another narration that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, one day he was praying salat, either dhuhr or asr, because it was 4. So towards the end, the 2 rak'ah, he finished it quicker than usual. And they asked Rasulullah, anything happened? He said, no, but haven't you heard the boys crying? His mother was praying and he was wanting his mother, so I finished sooner so she can attend to him. And again, when someone brought his child to Rasulullah and he urinated on the Rasulullah lap, and they start screaming at him, said, no, let him finish. Let him finish. Allahu Akbar. Let him finish. Let him be comfortable. And with he says 7 he's Amir, he's a prince, he's a wazir. Then you teach him the salats, who he's praying to. Then the crucial one comes. Of course, you need to have a foundation for that to be built perfectly. So from 14 years till 21, one of the things is that the hadith says that you accompany him. You accompany him. Be like his friend. Teach him. Like the business trade, for example, right? You know, there's this saying, of course, that it's you can see it all around you, that when someone is coming from a family of doctors, he has more chance to be a doctor than other people, especially if both parents. Again, with someone who his family are scholars, he has more chance, or not more chance, he will be probably on their footstep, right, following them, than other people. But of course, that's not usually the case. So they teach their kids how to the trade of the business, right? He will have more opportunity, that they even say ibn al-alim nasf al-alim, that a son of a scholar, right, is half a scholar. Why? Because he's living in that environment already. So there was this guy who we were sitting in one majlis. He said that, okay, I'm a son of a scholar, so I'm half a scholar now, and and not knowing, and there's another saying that not knowing is half of the knowledge. So I'm half a scholar and I don't know. Am I like a full scholar now? I said, no, you are full ignorant now. Anyway, so the parents, they have a big effect on their kids in this period of time. Yes, of course. If they are neglecting their kids, they will be the one who will regret it the most. Wal-'ayadhu billah, that you see in the hereafter, maybe the parent, he was a good guy, right? When he wanted to pray, he went to the room, closed the door behind him, he prayed. When he wanted to recite Quran, everyone, shush, I want to recite Quran, I don't want to listen to anyone, right? When he wanted to go to the majlis, I don't want any disturbance, I will take I just go by myself, I with my kids, right? So while he wants to go to heaven, he's probably leading his children to hell. So that's very selfish of any parents to do that. But assuming, of course, that ashabhu sab'a, like be with him for 7 years. And there's another narration that completes this. Allimhu al-halal min al-haram. That teach him halal from haram. Like, for example, if he goes to the market, right? If he is doesn't know what is halal and what is haram, not by buying, by like trading. They say that at-tajir fajir hatta yatafaqqah. The businessman is a corrupt man unless he knows how to trade and how not to lie to people, not to fool people. Otherwise, he's bringing haram food to his house, and that will have an effect, of course, on his children. So teaching them that, of course, as I said, assuming that they know this. So if a parent doesn't know that, he needs to choose a teacher for his children to teach him halal from haram. Imam As-Sajjad Salamullah alayh says in the hadith that how you should treat your children and their rights, pointing him in the direction of his Lord, right? And helping him to obey him. helping your kid to obey. You know, we have a narration that help your kids by obeying you as well. Don't do and don't be a kind of a person who help his kid to be bad with him. We have even when saying that رحم الله من جب الغيبة عن نفسه, right? May Allah have mercy on a person who prevent people from backbiting him, doesn't put himself in a situation that the people will speak behind his back, right? But again, if they're doing it wrongfully, it's haram, of course. But it says that you have to keep a clean record, so to speak, right? To have a good reputation. Don't go to places, right? If it's, for example, if he's thirsty or anything, there's nothing there but billah, there's a bar. Don't go inside. So if you come out, of course, you just drink water. But when someone sees you, he will speak behind you. Anyway, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran that what Yaqub was saying to his sons, أن كنتم شهداء إذ حضر يعقوب الموت, that when Yaqub was dying, so his last will was to his, and last advice to his children. إذ قال لبنيه ما تعبدون من بعدي, what are you gonna pray to after me? قالوا نعبد إلهك, we will pray to your God, وإله آبائك إبراهيم وإسماعيل وإسحاق إلها واحدا ونحن له مسلمون. He was, of course, during his lifetime, he was doing what is necessary. But again, you know, we would always like to have something left for our kids, right? A piece of land, ensuring their future, money. And a lot of people, they focus on this matter. You're focusing on a matter that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took care of. That you've seen a lot of people inherited a huge amount of money, but they wasted it. Even though his parents wanted to ensure his kids' future, but still they are put it to waste. The best investments, the best inheritance that you can give your kids, give your children, is to ensure their hereafter. That's the best thing, because you will get rewarded. They go to heaven, and they probably will be the reason of a lot of people to go to heaven as well. They're kids as well, right? If I say now, La ilaha illallah, my parents will get some reward. Why? Because they suffered to raise me. So, here, I want to speak to the youth. Nowadays, there's a lot of information, and misleading ones especially, on a tip of your finger, just a push of a button. That's it. You can see the world. But think of this. What are you putting in your brain? What are you filling your brain with? And of course, that should concern the parents as well. What they are reading, what they are listening to. Whoever من سمع إلى ناطق فقد عبده. Whoever listens to a person who talks, it's like he's praying to him. So if the person who talks about Allah, he's praying to Allah. So if the person talking about shaitan, he's praying to shaitan. There are people who truly are investing to get you, to get the youth. They don't care about me anymore. Says it's very hard now to change his mind, right? But the kids are like sponges. They absorb. So what do you put this? Put it in a swamp, will be dirty. The mind as well. Where do you put your mind? What are you listening to? What are you watching? What are you reading? You know, we have a ruling in the Shara that in Islam, that acquiring a misleading and misleading books is haram. It's a sin. There's exception, of course. Like, for example, okay, I would like to go and look at this person, what he is saying. Maybe he says he has something good to say. Let me just go and read. I don't want to name this person because I hate him so much, right? Let's buy his book and just read it, you know, or nowadays like Audible and just download it. I'm not, promoting for Audible, of course. So it's like that. It says, for exception of two things. If you want to refute it, yeah, to read it and refute it, or like researching. That's the only two reason that you are allowed to have and acquire those kind of books. And we have a big problem with that. Now, there's people all over the world. They have a platform, you know, in his comfort of his, home, he's spreading his rubbish around the world. So be careful of what you're reading, because that will mold your future, and you will be a person who decide which path you will be taking. Maybe after a while, like you read this book and you had some doubts in your mind, right? And you went astray, but you were wasting, even if you come back, a lot of your years and a lot of good years of your life. By what? Because you just went and listened or read some information. And not just that, a lot of it is useless as well. A lot of it. Why should I care? Some celebrity divorced the other one, or what they name their kids. Why should I care about this? That, okay, they named their kids this, and it's like always like they come up with this strange name as well. Anyway, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Build up your foundation. Read Quran, your book. I remember this guy, he wasn't, a religious person or anything. He wasn't practicing Muslim, right? But whenever someone wanted to preach for him, like a non-Muslim, of course, he told them, first of all, I need to learn about my religion. Let me know about my religion, then I come and learn about yours, right? If I am not learning about my own religion, how would I know your religion will be better than mine? Even though this guy wasn't like practicing one. But again, at least he had this wisdom, not going there unless he testing his own thing. So go read Quran. Go read Nahj al-Balagha. Go read Nahj al-Balagha. Ahadith, Aqaid. Then go read whatever you want. Not starting with that, not beginning with that. Amir al-Mu'minin Salamullah alayh says in the Khutbat al-Muttaqin, someone by the name of Hammam ibn Ubadah asked Amir al-Mu'minin, he was a pious person, what's the qualities of a Shia? Amir al-Mu'minin start telling him. So one of which is غضوا أبصارهم عما حرم الله عليهم ووقفوا أسماعهم على العلم النافع لهم. They keep their eyes close to what Allah has made unlawful for them, and they put their ears to the knowledge which is beneficial to them. I'm not gonna live forever. And I think the human brain, it has its capacity. You know, some people, of course, they have like a bigger, maybe a frontal lobe, right? They can memorize everything, but usually those people are artistic as well, right? Anyway, but you know how many misinformation, like I'm speaking here about myself, like things that it's really useless that I know in my entire life. Like, why should I know some actor's name? I mean, taking a space, I need to delete it, but it can be deleted, right? Unless I format everything, so which I don't want to do, right? So why should I know these things? Let me go and learn about my religion. Let me go and learn about my faith. For the parents, again, it is your duty to some extent, but you know, you're guiding them, you're putting them on the right path. But for the youth themselves, I'm speaking to you. At the end, it's your future. It is your destiny. We've seen people that their parents went to heaven and their children went to hell, and the other way around as well. It is like the day of judgment. You're not gonna care. I mean, your father comes to you, you're not gonna even listen or care about him. يوم تذهل كل مرضعة عما أرضعت وتضع كل ذات حمل حملها وترى الناس سكارى وما هم بسكارى. That a day that is so great, so you will be fearing that day. You're gonna be so confused, like Quran saying that you see people like they are wasted. Like they are drunk, but they're not drunk. That even, you know, the bound, you know how the bound is between a mother and her infant, that even then she's not going to take care of her children, her infant boy. She's not going to even knowing what's going on. So for that day, no one will benefit you but your amal, yourself, what you've done in this life. One of the things that, of course, is the job of the parents is to give a halal food, as a halal food, like bringing halal, not halal food like you going to the butcher and it's been slaughtered in halal way. No, the money that you acquire. It says that Allah, when praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it has been divided to 10 parts. 9 parts of that is acquiring halal. 9 parts. 1 is the rest. So we have in the hadith,
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
من أكل الحلال 40 يوما نور الله قلبه. Whoever a person eats halal for 40 days, you know, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will enlighten his heart, will illuminate his heart. And of course, one of the things that should help for a parent is to bring out the sheets. Okay? One day, inshallah not soon, but one day you will die. And I say this, inshallah, before your kids. No parent should witness their children's demise. So when you see, when you're going, I mean, you're going, right? Put up a sheet, put a sheet, and write down what have you taught your kids for their hereafter. It's between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's it. No one should know. Put it down on a piece of paper. 10 things, 20, 100. If there's some, try to increase it. There's good thing that you have taught your children, try to increase it. Don't keep it like that. You want them to be better. You know, parents usually not envious of their kids. They are proud of them. When their kids become better than him, he's even proud of that. You know, I know this, I remember this story about this scholar who didn't become a marja, right? So he said, I didn't have the opportunity. So I will give that opportunity and put my kid in that path. So when he grows up, I will follow him, my kid. And that's what happens. It's nothing, I mean, it shouldn't be something that is strange. Like if you're not going to be surprised if someone raises his kid to be a doctor, then he goes to the same doctor, right? Anyway, so put something like, okay, if it's 10 thing, try to increase it. I don't say every week, every month, one mustahab. You know, a lot of things that we do in our salat, a lot of things is mustahab. Who we learn this from? Usually our parents. A lot of things are mustahab, and we didn't even notice that, and we don't even know that. A salat usually takes much less time than what we are performing. Anyway, and we got that from the scholars, from our parents. May Allah have mercy on them. So try to increase that. If you have done nothing, try it. Try to do something. Try to teach your kids something for their hereafter. If you don't know, acquire that knowledge. It will benefit you and him as well. And will be sadaqah jari, will receive rewards from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, while they are alive. Sallallahu alaihi wa
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
One of the other thing is to be devoted to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, you see some people who are waiting for their parents to leave to do bad things or even to die. But they need to come to this understanding that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching them. And I said that before. And what that will benefit you and your kids, for example, is من أخلص العبادة لله 40 صباحا ظهرت ينابيع الحكمة من قلبه على لسانه. That if someone be a devoted to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, be sincere to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for 40 days, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make the wisdom run from his heart to onto his tongue. Subhanallah, Allah can give that ability to a person, but it's not an easy task. For 40 nights, for 40 days and nights, of course. And for everyone else, if you don't care about your hereafter, there's a narration from Imam Al-Kadhim Salamullah alayh telling to Hisham, إن العاقل نظر إلى الدنيا وإلى أهلها فعلم أنها لا تنال إلا بالمشقة ونظر إلى الآخرة فعلم أنها لا تنال إلا بالمشقة فطلب بالمشقة أبقاهما. You know, you work your entire life to pay back your mortgage, like normal people, right? Like some year towards the end of your life, unless you are lucky, right, you are paid off all your mortgage, and that's it. So you are working hard. So a wise man, he sees that people are running, working 24/7. Yeah, he chooses what is everlasting. He chooses what will last. There was this scholar who they came to and told them that, you know, why don't you become, you could have played politics, you know, you could have done something that differently, and you would have got back to your previous status, and you'll be revered again and respected. He said, I could have done that, yes, but how long do I have in this world? 10, 20, 30 years? I don't know. But how long do I have in a hereafter? Which one should I choose? 30, 50, 1,000, forever. So I will choose that. Like Shaykh al-Namr, he chose that. When Ali al-Akbar, Radwanullah ta'ala alayh, Salamullah alayh, was walking alongside his father, Imam Hussein. Imam Hussein nodded on his horse. He woke up and said, Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Ali al-Akbar immediately asked Imam Hussein, Abba, lima starja'at? Why did you say Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un? He said, I heard someone calling that Al-Qawm yasirun wal-manaya tasiru min amamihim. That those people are walking and the death is walking towards them. He told, Ya Abba, O father, awalasna ala al-haq? Aren't we on the right path? He said, Bala, walladhi ilayhi marji'u al-ibad. Yes, by Allah's name. He said, فَلَن نُبَالِي. We're not going to care. أَوَقَعْنَا عَلَى الْمَوْتِ أَمْ وَقَعَ الْمَوْتُ عَلَيْنَا. They will not care if we fall on death or death falls on us. Imam Hussein then said to him, Jazakallah an walid. That he said, Jazakallah khaira. So he knew that his son he will be keeping and continuing this path. They say about Ali al-Akbar that his physical appearance, he was white, mushrabban bil-humrah, a bit red-faced, not average height, and his scent was misk and amber. Whenever he walks, people can smell him as that beautiful smell of misk. Muawiyah alayhi la'inullah said about Ali al-Akbar that, first of all, he asked people, who is better for this khilafah? Of course, the people around him said, you. Said, no, there's someone better than me. Said, who? He said, Ali ibn al-Husayn ibn Ali ibn Abi Talib. Said, why? He told them that جده Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
وفيه شجاعة بني هاشم, and he has the bravery, the chivalry of Bani Hashim. And then said, وَسَخَاءُ بَنِي أُمَيَّةَ, and the generosity of Bani Umayyah. وَزَهْوُ ثَقِيفَ, and the glamour of Thaqif. Of course, Sakha Bani Umayyah, a laughable thing. Because even with Wahhabi standards, their head, which is Abu Sufyan, right? Hind, his wife, came to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and asked Rasulullah that Abu Sufyan is a very stingy man. He doesn't spend on me or my kids. Can I steal from him or not? That even with their standard, I saw today, I was like searching and looking that up. Even Bin Baz, the most notorious Wahhabi, says that he brings that hadith, that as a ruling, that a woman can take some money from her stingy husband to spend on herself and on her kid. Of course, there's a limit for that. But anyway, so with that, he confirms something about Ali al-Akbar, that he was generous. That Ali al-Akbar, salamullah alayh, was very generous. And of course, Ali al-Akbar is mentioned by Imam Hussein when he said that اللهم اشهد على هؤلاء القوم فقد برز إليهم غلام أشبه الناس خلقا وخلقا ومنطقا برسولك وكنا كلما اشتقنا إلى رسولك نظرنا إليه. There is this physical appearance of Ali al-Akbar. Of course, they say even Imam Hassan was very, very similar to the Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. But Ali al-Akbar was different. Of course, that wasn't up to him because he's the grandson of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He looked like the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But here, and that he was like Prophet not just by look, khalqan wa khuluqan, even his akhlaq, like Rasulullah. And you know what that is? That shows that Ali al-Akbar was great, azim. Why? Because Allah said so about his Prophet. وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَى خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ. If you want to know really Ali al-Akbar, go to and read about Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Even the way Ali Akbar spoke was like Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allah Akbar. You know, at the day of Ashura, they brought a safe passage for two people, well actually five. One was to Abbas and his brother, salamullah alayhi. And the other was to Ali al-Akbar. Why? Because he is related to Yazid ibn Muawiyah alayhi la'anullah. How? Through his maternal grandmother. His grandmother was the daughter of Abu Sufyan. And of course, his paternal grandfather was a shaheed, and he was a very great man of Ta'if, and he was the head of the tribe of Thaqif. So through that, they told him that, you know, between you and Yazid ibn Muawiyah, there's a relation, there's rahim. Yeah? So you are safe. You can go, you can leave. He said, isn't it the I am Rahim and I am connected to Rasulullah more important than Yazid? That's how he replied to them. You know, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said to the people, to his companions, ألا أخبركم بأشبهكم بي خلقا فقيل بلى يا رسول الله. Who is خلقا, sorry, خلقا فقيل بلى يا رسول الله. Who is more like me, more is like my akhlaq? Said yes. أعظمكم حلما, who has more patience. وأكثركم علما, and who has more knowledge, has more aql. وأبركم بقرابته, and whoever is nice to his relative. So if you are saying that Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas and his brothers and that Ali al-Akbar are related to you, how come you participated in killing them? So are you afar from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? The farthest that you are, that you can be, that you could be. وأشدكم حبا لإخوانه في دينه رحماء بينهم. You love your brother in faith. وأصبركم على الرضا والخطأ. There's two kind of patience, of course, here. That sometimes when someone is satisfied, he does something bad. Very satisfied, very happy, he sins. And sometimes it's the other way, when he is really pissed and very angry. He does something that is not what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered, and he sins Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ali al-Akbar salamullahi alayhi, he was like Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The way he walked, the way he talked, and the way he acted. And that is the most important thing. When it was the day of Ashura, when all companions, of course the night before, the companions start arguing with the Ahlul Bayt that who should be first. Companion said that we should be first. You are from Ahlul Bayt al-Nubuwwah. We should protect you from harm. And the Ahlul Bayt were arguing that we should be first. So as we all know that when the companion went and sacrificed themselves for their Imam Salamullahi alayhi, it was then the time for Ahlul Bayt Salamullahi alayhim. Ali al-Akbar came to the Imam Hussein asking Abu Abdullah permission to go to the battle to fight the enemy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to take the revenge on his companion Salamullahi alayhi. Abu Abdullah didn't give him permission, but instead Abu Abdullah Salamullahi alayhi أرخى عينه بالدموع. He started weeping. Then Ali al-Akbar saw that as a permission. He went to the battle. Abu Abdullah then raised his hand to the sky and said, Allahumma ashhad ala ha'ula'i al-qawm. فقد برز إليهم غلام أشبه الناس خلقا وخلقا ومنطقا برسولك وكنا كلما اشتقنا إلى رسولك نظرنا إليه. Ali al-Akbar went to the battle, started killing them one by one until he finished 120. Then Layla saw the face of Abi Abdullah change. What happened, Abi Abdullah? What did you see? Did something happen to my son Ali? He said, no, but a hero, someone who is brave, came to your son. Go do dua for your son. Layla went inside the tent. She uncovered her head. She started doing dua for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ya Rad Yusuf ila Yaqub. Oh, the one who returned Yusuf to Yaqub. Oh Allah, by the atash of Hussein, by the thirst of Hussein, by the ghurbat of Hussein, return my son Ali. Then Ali al-Akbar came back with the head of Bakr ibn Ghanim, throw the head. He said, Aba Abdullah, al-Jaiza, give me some gift, reward me, oh Aba Abdullah, reward me something. He said, oh son, what do you want? He said, al-atashu qad qatalani, wa waylata عليك يا أبا عبد الله. Thirst has killed me. وثقل الحديد قد أجهدني. And the weight of my arm exhausted me. هل إلى من شربة ماء من سبيل. Is there any water that you can give me? Aba Abdullah then said, ارجع يا ولدي. Go back to the barrel. فسيسقيك جدك رسول الله. Rasulullah will give you water. بكأس لن تظمأ بعده أبدا. But before that, go say your bid farewell to your mother, Layla. He went inside. He said his goodbyes again. He came back. He went to the battle until he finished 200 people, killing them. Then Murrat ibn Urwa al-Abdi, he came, he said, علي آثام العرب. May the sins of Arab be on my shoulder if I not bereave his father for him. If he's doing what continues doing what he's doing. So he passed Ali al-Akbar, and here he had Ali al-Akbar on his head. Then Ali al-Akbar hugged his horse, but his horse, instead of taking him back to the camp, it took him to the camp of enemy. فَقَطَّعُوهُ إِرَبًا. They cut Ali al-Akbar pieces to pieces, and when he fell down to the ground, his last thing was saying, Aba Abdullah alayka minni salam. Oh Aba Abdullah, salam to you. هذا جدي رسول الله قد سقاني بكأسه الأوفى لن أظمأ بعدها أبدا. Oh Aba Abdullah, this is my grandfather Rasulullah has given me that water that he would promise. ويقول العجل فإن لك كأسا مذخورا. There's a preserved كأس, there's a preserved cup for you, O Abu Abdullah. Abu Abdullah went to his son, went to the battle. He dropped himself on his body of his son. He says, بني علي على الدنيا بعدك العفا. I don't want to live after you, oh Ali. He put his cheek on the cheek of Ali. ولدي علي. Sayyida Zainab came out of the tent saying, Wa Habiba, Wa Aliya. Imam Hussein said to Bani Hashim, come and collect the body of your brother. I cannot lift him up. He is pieces to be, and they cut him pieces to be. لكنما المرجع لله. إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. وسيعلم الذين ظلموا آل بيت محمد أي منقلب سينقلبون والعاقبة للمتقين.